Today's update is about the release of the May WASDE report. This is a highly anticipated report because this is the first time that we get a chance to look at the balance sheet of a number of different commodities for the next marketing year, the 2020-21 marketing year. So let's take a look at the corn balance sheet. So going in, I was curious about a number of things. First of all, I mean, if you're looking at the current marketing year, 2019-2020, given all the challenges in the ethanol industry south of the border, I was curious about this number. So coming in a little bit lower than what the forecast was for April. So this is the current forecast. In April, the USDA was forecasting 100 million bushels more being used for ethanol. So this is lower than what was reported in April, but having said that, if you look at expectations prior to the release of the report, it is fair to say that trade expected a higher number in terms of ending stocks here in this case. And so if you bring this number all the way up to supply next marketing year, so 2021, so this means that the industry or the trade itself anticipated a higher number here, so higher corn supply. Having said that, there's a lot of uncertainty with regards to the number of acres that are going to be planted, as well as the actual yield for corn, the 2020 crop. So even though this number could actually be a little bit higher, there's reason to believe that these numbers could actually become come a little bit lower, especially in terms of planted acres. I mean, in terms of yields, pace of seeding in the US is actually good, so there are no reasons actually that I'm aware of to believe that this number could be lower than 178.5. Having said that, a little bit higher in terms of inventories that you bring into this current marketing year, maybe a little bit of a lower number in terms of planted acres could actually leave overall production unchanged. And so from a demand standpoint, I think one of the curiosities I had was really what was going to be used, what was going to be the forecast for export. So the export number is over here at 2.15. This is an ambitious target given all the uncertainty with respect to what's going on in the world in terms of economic growth and what will be the demand for corn. But having said that, if you look at supply elsewhere, some of the dryness that is experienced in some of the regions, producing regions, I think it's fair to say that there could be a strong demand for U.S. corn. And so overall, the end result of the balance sheet makes sense to me, and I don't anticipate, or I don't see that you should change the forecast for this price too much. So hence the reason why if you're looking at a reaction in the marketplace, looking at futures markets, they've moved down a little bit, but not by that much. Of course, the WASDE report offers a number of different balance sheets for a number of different commodities. So this was just one example with corn. And hopefully over the next couple of weeks, we'll be able on our website to say a little bit more about the balance sheets of the different commodities. So for more information, the website is fcc.ca/knowledge.